And as I say, when my bushings are blown out, I'm not getting a good skate, so I can barely land anything. Like, I'm landing some tricks, but it's just because the bushings, when they're blown out, it's not, people always think it's just to do with balance, but it also has to do with like suspension. You know, like it adds a little bit of like resistance. So when you land, it feels a little bit more. I don't know how to describe it. The bushings are vital, obviously. My bearings are slightly fucked with the bushings, so I'm so warm. I'm just trying to cool down a sec. The bushings are done for, man. The bushings are like blown out and like I flipped them upside down and changed them around. So I can still get some pretty clean ollies in, but I'm like, I'm probably going to save the skates in a little bit later, do a live for a little bit. So I'm going to burn out my like social battery. So I have a good bit of social battery right now. But the reason I look a little bit like a hot sweat mess is I set up for a skate. It is so warm. I'm trying to climatize that shit, man. Bear with, I'm actually going to open a window. I think it's needed. But yeah, I'm going to save the skating until they get on, to be honest. Like an actual skate, even though the bushings are blown out, still, you'll know what I mean. Like if you're a skate, you're going to skate anyway, even if your bushings are blown out or whatever. Until you can get new ones. It's not like, oh, when they're blown out, I'm not going to do it now. You will literally skate it until like it is breaking, falling apart. Or like they crack slightly, but it's just more compression. Because they were, I believe they were bones, right? And bones are really good, really good bushings. They're a little bit more expensive than your standard. Like you can get bushings like 3-4 quid. They're normally like 10 to 15 quid, but they're worth it because they last so much longer. I've had bones last me like a year. You know what I mean? They're just so different to other bushings. Quality wise is incredible. So I'm locking my fingerboard in now for a bit, as I say. I feel like I should be better because where I've gone and had a skate, it got my blood flowing and like it means like I have better mobility in my hands. It's just when I wake up in the morning, I'm so stiff. And skating honestly sorts my arthritis right out. Can't beat it, man. 1 second. Actually, yeah, I'm going to change into some shorts because I am so warm. After I skate, as I said, it's burning me out, right? When my bushings are blown out at the moment, it's like, I've got to wait Friday. Get some more. I've done everything, I've turned them upside down. That one can be a bit of an iffy one, but it still works. The good thing about skiing, as I say, it gets my blood flowing. So when I come back to fingerboard or something, like my arthritis is just pretty much gone. Perfect. Like I say, when my bushings are blown out at the moment, if you skate or you know what I mean, when your bushings are blown out, they're not just cracked, they're like fully flattened. They're with bones. So they've lasted me like a good year. Like I do recommend them more than those 3 quid ones you find places. Just get yourself some bones. They last so long. And then I get ceramic bearings because I can use bone speed cream to keep them nice and oiled up, clean them out. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Oh yeah. There's a chance to win, isn't there? I forgot about that. So yeah, if you, as I say, comment on any video, well, not any, but the last video or the next video, saying you're a skate addict, then you have a chance to win a beanie, a glow in the dark fingerboard, and a multi-pack of wax. It's like £70 worth of stuff. Anything's free. Mate, honestly. But it's just to branch out more to potential customers and show that trust, because obviously on my other platforms I've built it up enough. I don't actually think I think I've had 1 customer up here, which is crazy considering how many people there are. But yeah, we've got jumpers. Well, not yet, but I printed the jumper today. There you go. I'm probably blowing it out. So say the pop on these as well is they go incredibly high, and it's because of the quality of the wood I use. Landed premium, but still, yeah. So how do you get your pop so high? And earlier I was doing this with the wood, but it's one piece of wood. It's maple. I don't use factory pressed maple. I use Canadian. I can't state Canadian. It's not always Canadian, but sometimes it's Canadian maple. I would say is the best. Used for the skateboards. And if you see a skateboard in the background, I will be making boards as of Friday, but they won't be available for like a good, I don't know really, probably like a month or something, because I want to perfect them. Right. Sorry, what's my switch flip gone? Kick flip. See, sometimes I use my back finger because of the arthritis. This is a little easy, that's why. I'm a goofy skateboarder, and when I start fingerboarding, I was like, is this goofy or is this goofy? I couldn't actually figure it out. I don't know why I looked everywhere. I know it sounds dumb, but it's like, yeah, you just position your fingers the other way, and I'm like, what? Like, I was really confused. So I was like, okay, do you want? I'm just going to continue this way. And after ages, I still can't ollie like this. And then suddenly I go to do it this way, and I can, and I'm like, damn. It's annoying because I want this to be my nollie flip. I don't want that to be my nollie flip. That feels weird. Even though that would be right, it'd be like switch nollie or a fakie. You know, that's what also messes up. You can call it a switch nollie, depending if their body's slightly turned, or a fakie ollie. But yeah, there's this one. I've got 6 glow in the dark boards in the store, and this is literally the only one of a kind. This one's not glow in the dark. The one I got, I have to do myself the graphic though, because I really like this. I'll go charge them up and I'll show everybody what they're like. I've also made a new type of wheel. I will just get to session in a second. I just want to show everybody, which is like, it's like urethane, but it's not. It's like, and they glow in the dark as well. They don't have to be glow in the dark. And make the packaging here too. But what people will get, so this is like literally, it's just easier. It literally means I can make it cheaper and then charge people less for a great quality product. So people will get, if you comment on one of the last video or the next video I post saying I'm a skate addict, you will get, I'll put, it's worth doing it because there's not many people that comment. You might get like 5 people who comment at the moment, so you've got a real high chance of winning. So you get a glow in the dark board, probably this one here, which is like a carbon set up by an alien, a beanie, and the multi-pack of wax, which comes with oak leaves, chocolate bar, and the gummy bears, which individually this is what they kind of look like. It's just easier to see. So there's the oak leaves. I make that packaging here too. I'm just going to get something with this. This is the old logo. So around and show everybody what I mean. So when I started making the logo and designing it, this was originally what it was like, and then it became that. And this is the parent company to that one. And I just inverted the colours and changed the pattern slightly underneath. And then when I changed this to white instead of black, I realised I had space to put the fingerboards if I pushed up a little bit. So I mean, that just looks quite nice. And obviously on the top, and then the graphic on the back is quite fun. I find it funny. But I want to do like more. I've got fruit blending fruit. I want to do more like, not crude, I don't know how to describe it, but graphics used to be wild back in the early 2000s, 90s. I mean, a lot of them were obviously removed because they were that bad. I wouldn't go that far. Some of them like were a bit too much, granted. And I grew up I grew up watching what Jackass and CKY, and that's the sort of thing that, I mean, that's just like, you wouldn't get that anymore. It wouldn't be broadcast, it wouldn't be allowed. I know CKY was like a private movie essentially, but Jackass was. But I feel like you just couldn't have the same level anymore. It's just wild. And that's what inspires you to do stupid shit. I just think fingerboarding is like, I thought this was fingerboarding, right, for years, literally up until about 3 years ago. I never gave it much thought, and then my partner's gran got me a tech deck just to put on my shelf, because I was doing skateboard graphics at the time. And then a video came up one day when I was looking for a podcast to watch while I was doing my work, and it was flat face fingerboards. And what's his name? Schneider, I think it is. Last name. Is it Mike Schneider? I don't know. Something like that. And he does a kickflip to tail. That's all I needed to see. And I was like, that's it. I'm going to go try this. I couldn't even get the bloody kickflip. I was like there for ages, like, you know what I mean? Like, probably for a good hour or so. and then finally landed one, and it gave me this motivation to like get it. And once you've got it, you kind of do have it. But it's like I think as a skater, and you can relate. Well, the company's called Skate Addiction. I've got blown out bushings at the moment. My shoes are fucked, and I'm still skating whenever I can. I play Tony Hawk Skater Pro or sessions or skate. It's just what you do when you love skating that much. You know, a lot of people would call it overload, like an overload of skating in your life. But I mean, I don't think it is. There's so much to do with skating. It's very therapeutic as well. But I want to try and get like a really high ollie, like one of the highest ollie. You know, street, because as I said, they don't. I can. This maple is so strong, and I'd argue say these are going to be like some of the strongest fingerboards on the market. But there's a reason for that. They make them worse on purpose because they break. You know what I mean? Like I'm just going to get a board and slam it down a few times to show people. If you've done this with one of, I guarantee, I will send somebody a board if they send like an old board, a new board. If they send me one of their old boards, because I don't really want to. If you got one that's not really broken, I just don't want to break one of mine. Like buy a new one to break it. It is honestly completely pointless. But yeah, they are incredibly durable. I end up knocking everything else over on this tail. I'm not even joking. They like the pop on them is incredible. I mean, this one obviously won't be sold, but it got blood on it the other day. So like while I was trying to doing that a bit to show people the durability and the pop in them, I cut my finger instead. But they don't even leave a bloody indent. It's like they're crazy strong. So they're anti-wear. Like let me do this quickly. And then the brick wall. I've got real wear graphics, anti-wear graphics, glow in the dark graphics. Do it on the brick wall. Ready? Still there. So you don't fingerboarding. I feel find a lot of the times it's hard to land if you're learning as well when you're trying to do kickflips to rail. I feel like you land board slide so often, and if you do that, you're just going to wear your graphic down. So this is better for people who maybe street skate with a fingerboard, and you don't want the graphic to wear down so quick. Like it will take a long time before that starts to wear down. As I said, also the durability and the pop just can't beat it. 2 times pop, double durability, if not more. And as I said, was there a sale on? I'm sorry, the sale has just ended. That's really peak. But keep an eye out. There are some balls that are already on there that are a very good price. Small business. And then also, if you're interested in a skater, got skateboards coming soon as well. When I say coming, I'm making the skateboards. I don't like to say me. I've done this like we, because it's more of a team. I do have skaters who essentially going to ride for the team. I'll show people in a second. They're incredible. They can do like McTwists. Bro, I don't even. He can literally 540 twist, like melon grab out the spine. I'm just going to get my iPad and show people quick because some of these tricks he does, I can't. He can do a varial heel and like lasers over a Jersey barrier and stuff like that, and a hit. And he's crazy. He can do a hand plant, but oh, one second. Stressful. Sorry. Right. What was I doing? I'll show people Jordan quick. So this is one of be sponsoring. I'm sorry, bro. Hello. Wait. Come on then. I can't, unfortunately, no. I mean, unfortunately for conversing people, right, show people. So this is who I'm going to be making a custom board for, and I get a beanie too. Can't say he's like incredible skater, man. Bear in mind, he's got a job and a family. He skates part time now, but I'm going to be sponsoring him like part time, obviously. But just one more time, like just this bit. It's so clean, bro. Oh, no, man, I don't. So yeah, that is who I'm going to be sponsoring. Oh, it's so good at skating, man. It generally is. And this here is arguably the highest inward heel I've ever seen in my life. Fake inward heel, really. Oh, damn. Anyway, yeah. So that's who I'm going to be sponsoring. So I said like 100 times. I can't believe it myself, really. I've got a coffee. Oh, it's so crisp. And that's the difference between my balls and other balls. As I said, please comment on the video and what you have a chance to win. But I went to go fingerboard in the spot that's really nice. I say it's got really good views, and there was like so many people there. In the UK, if I start fingerboarding, I'd be judged because people don't understand it as much as like it is a hobby. I'm still a skater, so I'm never a skateboard, but like it doesn't matter. I have the eyes playing with toys. But no, I've got to promote them for one, and I want to have a nice scenery and set up. I try and explain that to people just feels stupid. And you don't have to explain yourself to people in life, but at the same time, you don't want to put yourself in that uncomfortable position where they think you're that weirdo that's just out in a field on a wall fingerboarding, right? Because UK is not used to that. You got skate, you got, bro. I can't speak. Oh, we're gonna keep asking this question. I'm sorry, it's getting kind of tiresome now. I don't speak Indonesian. Okay, bro, I barely speak English correctly. Just saying. Well, I'm sorry that you can't understand it, but that's really like kind of not my issue. I know that sounds really harsh, but then I'm not like the live for you. Do you know what I mean? Like I am trying to learn language right now because I have a business and I need to be able to, you know, if I need to speak to people, I'd rather do it than go through like translators and stuff. But still, I can count in Japanese and I can say some stuff in languages, but I'm not like a pro. Too busy working on things. Trying to flip and land a switch flip. What the fuck? What the? I've lost it. But yeah, if anyone wants to win, I'm the only one with this graphic, by the way, as well. If you want to win a glow in the dark one, I was going to put them in the window when I so I can charge them up. Prepare to be amazed. No, these like glow in the dark boards are incredible. So if I just stick them in the sunlight, they're UV protected. I've shown the durability of the boards. I will post some more clips about it. But they just, I mean, arguably, I feel like you could stand on these and they wouldn't break. Like, they would, of course. I mean, that's how strong they feel. So if you break one, I don't know how you're breaking one. I'll just do it on this again. Hopefully I don't knock anything over. I mean, you ain't, this one's not even sanded down properly as well. Don't worry, no one will get it. It got blood on it the other day because I was doing the same thing and I caught my finger. But I mean, incredibly poppy, spring-like. Right, let me try and get a real kick flipping, man. You can bone out when you get it. If you're a good fingerboard, you'll know. When you'll get it, you'll be like, wow. Like someone says to me, the pop is incredible. And that is all because of the flexi Canadian maple. Well, it don't need to be. That's one piece of wood. And it's against the grain. If anyone obviously understands physics, that's going to break apart easier than going that way. And if you've got 5 pieces, oh, my throat voice went there. If you've got 5 pieces layered with strong glue, I'm also going to start doing boards. Like it does have ply a bit. That if you see, it does still bend slightly. So it's not like the flight decks or impact boards where they're incredibly hard, where they don't have any ply, but it needs to have a bit of bend in it for the pop. But there, as I said, it withstands incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna end up breaking something. But I mean, seriously, it also hurts your ears a little bit when it like it's such a crisp sounding pop. What's annoying me is after I'm a skateboarder, right? Don't need to warm up this much skateboarding. I'll have it down. But with fingerboarding, I lose everything the next day. I don't know if anyone else has that. I come back to do it and I'm like, okay, I've like got to fully warm up. Oh, one of my favourite ones is like a nollie into a nose or a tail, or simple stuff like that. It doesn't need to be like all techie, like tray flips and lasers and stuff. I do like lasers, though, granted. Try and get one. Yeah, I'm not going to get that. Maybe a hard flip. That's how I learned to heel flip as well by mistake. Was doing it. Oh, I think that was a heel flip. I popped weird, but on the way up, I kind of curved my finger rather than like bringing it up this way. And that's not done. Fingerboarding is really hard to explain, but once you got it, it does feel so fun. Seriously, it's just so poppy and bouncy. If I compare it, so I've done this as well quickly, so I love doing these comparisons because they're fair. This is a board that I put in a mold for 6 hours. Wood glue expands. It takes 24 hours to cure, so obviously it loses its shape. Now, wait, let me grab one of the this is what my boards are like now, with the wheel arches and the concaves nice and thin, thick. That's after 12 hours, 24. So the difference is, I mean, if you see this, it's just quite dull, and then this one, a little bit better after 12 hours. Bear in mind, companies typically do it less than 12 hours, and that just looks like that. And then if I do it with a new board, you can hear same wood, same molds, just different amount of time, not rushed. And other companies go, you know, in the mold 6 hours, take it out, sand it down, and then you got a board that's incredibly durable. Sorry guys, my phone died there. I love that. What do you feel so like that? Right, bro. Oh, tell you what, I definitely pulled a muscle doing it going through skating. I really did. So use some Volt Roll to just massage it in. Because what I like about Volt Roll is you get it directly on the spot. It's like ibuprofen in gel, so you don't have to like put it in your whole body. You just put it on the spot. So I mean, if I push myself skating nowadays for my injuries, it does cause me a lot of pain. Especially I get like, it feels like sciatica, it's like shooting pain as well, but that's from slip disc in my spine. I'm not complaining, it's like, you know, I skated how I skated because I wanted to be a pro skater. It's what you get. It's just, you start to feel it. I'm 25 now, I'm sat here like, damn, like, if I'm already feeling it, what is it going to feel like? But, you know, you just take one day at a time, enjoy yourself. Let's see how high I can bone this out. Oh, done like a front finger impossible. Sorry guys, just love how durable and poppy these boards are that I've made. It's that's what it is, it's not rushing with it. These are some of the first boards I actually made as well. So you can imagine this is like a year on. You can tell I did grip tape on there. And like the durable, it's still, after skating it for like a few months, that is how a board should hold up. They should be like that, rock hard. I mean, granted, I think this one was made with a slight epoxy resin as well, but this one was just made with wood glue. I done one layer of epoxy resin because you can't mix them together. And this was the first boards I ever made. Wait, where did it go? 2 seconds. Oh no. See, I pinged it, threw it down somewhere, and it's probably popped off. Oh no, this is it. So this was the first ones I made. Awful. I mean, when I first made them, I thought they were good. In my head, they're like, you know, that's so cool. But they expanded, and I took them out because I saw a video saying leave it for 4 hours. You know, leave it for 6, and I was like, okay, that's not good enough. So that's 6 hours. This was 12 hours. And I was like, it's still expanding. Like when it came out, it looked like this. But then a few hours later, it looked like this, and it lost its shape, and it expanded, and that's because wood glue expands. So I leave them in the mold for at least 24 hours. But other companies, there's not many companies that do that. And then, as I said, you were left with a weak ass. I mean, look how. What is that? That's like a tech deck, bro. That's not the plastic ones, the wooden ones. I had one of those before. Then, as I say, if you can try to drop, sounds dull. And then drop this. I even do one like higher than the other, like it's bouncy. My point is, it's about quality, not quantity. And I can only make 2 boards a day. If it means they're good quality, I will stick with that. As I said, if people want to also win a Beanie, a glow in the dark board, and a multi-pack of wax, so that would be glow in the dark boards, all the packs. Right, bear in mind that's like £10 to like £3, £4 each. I don't know. Actually, no, it's like £8. I don't know. You have to check. There's too many items on there. Glow in the dark fingerboard, which is normally 55, and then the Beanie. Where's the Beanie gone? And I obviously wear it myself as well. So this is. I've always said I wouldn't sell now what I wouldn't use. So like the fingerboards, I only use my own beanies. So yeah, you can win glow in the dark board, beanie, and a multi-pack of wax. And all you have to do is comment on the video, last video, or the next one saying I'm a skate addict. And then I'm gonna put all the people in there into like a lucky draw pick thing, whatever you call it, random. Oh, it's like a lotto in it sort of thing. Not lotto. Is it lotto? I don't know, but I can do it on a live. I don't mind doing it on a live if there's people do it in time. Because I said I'll do it by tonight by 5 o'clock. That's the deadline, by the way. and I will post a video in about 20 minutes when I come off for a little break saying it, and I'll do a post on it too, so everyone's completely aware. But I mean, how can you beat that? I was going to show everyone the glow in the dark balls, wasn't I? That's how I can beat it. Right, let's go grab the boards. Sorry, my car from skating is absolutely. Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, these boards are going to be proper glowing. Right. So, all you need to do is stick them in the sun for a little bit. And here you go, 1 second. This, bro, they are so bright right now. Let me shut the door. You can see it's actually glowing. It's not. Hello, welcome, welcome. So yeah, this is the one that people can win right now. All you have to do is comment on the video. You win a beanie, wax pack, and this board here. Thank you, bro. It took me a long time to get the boards to glow in the dark like this. Oh, my knee. So, and I got jumpers will be coming next month. Well, I say coming because I make them. I just don't like to sit there and be like, oh, I'm making this month. I'm making that. I don't want people to think I'm also ordering a beanie somewhere. So I literally made this top, this jumper this morning. This is an example of not print on demand. In fact, I just got a shirt and printed all over it. So I can print on vinyl, or I can also print directly onto the top, because I like this. That was a year ago, but this one's got a cat taking a shit and someone ollieing over it, and it says cat shit. And it was just a random, like, funny, shitty little joke. It's not even really funny, to be fair. But yeah, beanies, glow in the dark boards. And this is what it looks like in the light, and I think it's still awesome. So obviously it glows green, but it's like blue, white, and black. So yeah, this one from the next packs. We make the packaging too, because it's cheaper for me and it's cheaper for you guys. So obviously it's free. It's not. It doesn't affect if it's cheaper or not anyway. And a multi-pack of wax. So that, and where's the beanie going? I appreciate it, man. And so if you're not thinking of yourself and you know somebody that would like this stuff, or you'd want a beanie, you see it's the same logo. This one, they are printed directly onto it, so in the fabric. So there's washing instructions on there too. They withstand like a lot of washes. But the reason I like printing directly into the fabric and infuse it is because, and it's clear, it comes out proper clear. That vinyl stuff comes off in the washing machine quite easy. It peels, you know, with heat. And I do have some of that vinyl stuff. It's called HTV, but I don't like using it, so I use sublimation straight onto the polyester instead. But it's just better for skaters that way too. So as I say, you won't get like hot, sweaty patch on your back, because I hate that when you have a big graphic design on your back and then sweat gets trapped underneath it because it's not breathable. So it's like having a sheet of plastic down your back. So this, obviously, the sweat ring feather is like really good quality ink as well. Yeah, as I say, I wouldn't sell what I wouldn't use. Because I'm against that. That's how I've done thing. Like, it's not about money, it's about enjoying life. It's funny, people say to me, what happens if you don't make any sales on the boards? I'm like, bro, I like making people happy for one, that's my main thing. As a skate, like in the skate community, and two, making the boards too. So it's not about the sales. If I sell the boards and sold all the boards, they'd probably be like, oh yeah, I got money, but like all of my art's gone. And that sounds really dumb to some people, but like I'm extremely passionate over what I've made more than what you can make from what you've made, i.e. money, right, or clout. I would rather have the thing I've made and cherish it. But then that's a good thing, because it means I love the product so much, you know, I'm going to put all my heart into it rather than just quick, you know, get some wood, stick it together, draw whatever, spray it down, chuck it in a bag, done. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, in a way, and also I'm weird, but if you're a skater, you'll understand it. It's like skateboard. It's like my babies in a way, because I've made, you know what I mean, everything from scratch, the packaging to do it. So, oh man, I'm so in love with it, really. It's not whether it becomes your personality, but it's something that I'm extremely proud of, to get sober, bottle, 3 years, start a company, make fingerboards and skateboards. Fingerboards was never part of the plan, but as soon as I found out you could do flip tricks on a fingerboard, I was like, oh yeah, wait, what is wrong with my fingerboard today? We'll take it. It's terrible, we'll take it. I want to get a nollie flip onto this. I do have one to post, but I'm waiting for the video to like, so record it in slow-mo and then speed it up and then slow it down in certain points. People ask me how I done my footage, well that's how I do it. Because a lot of people are like, don't get me wrong, it's about how you film it. That's why my footage, I like to have a clean set layout. It's familiarity, but still different, and that's what I do. When everything's a bit of a mess, I think people seem unorganized. Like, it seems unorganized. But as a business, I've got to be sort of organized. I am 25, granted. Still very young. Yes, please, as I say in the description, it says what you need to do and what you can win. If people want to win a beanie, glow in the dark fingerboard, and what was it? A multi pack of wax. Even if it's not for you, even if you know somebody who wants fingerboard, you can't. So it'd be this, that, and this. I'm just going to leave it to the side so people know. I might actually show you. I don't know. There's literally nowhere to put it, which is a pain in the ass. I need a better display thing, really. Yeah, these will be. You can win this just by commenting I'm a skate addict. Then I'll message you, and then they'll get a code for the Shopify store I've got, which will just is a free 100% off. So you do it through there because it's just easier than like, hey, I'll send it to you. What's your address? Like, it's legitly through a website. Then you order it, but you just have a discount code because you won. And then yeah, I'll just message you what the discount code is. And then you don't have to give like anybody your address. You just put it in when you order and ship. So it's like all legit done. You know what I mean? Nice and easy, nice and simple. Because I know people worry about that sort of thing. But like, for someone's like, wait, I was like, bro, I've got a business, of course, I've got a. But that's why on there I've got a certificate. If you go on my website, I've got a certificate from a legit. So it's like, it felt like Dragon's Den, right? You go in there, all the people with businesses. So me, there's like 80 people, 90 people at the beginning, and you go in with your ideas. And at the beginning, obviously, mine was a skate. It's still a skate park in the end, but it's like working towards that. But I won from community vote, and then to cut a long story short, I still haven't processed it, but they gave me a certificate, and they like pretty much said, and I got endorsements, but they've said if I ever need support, or if anybody was like skeptical of me as a businessman, then you can just literally, well, they said to upload it on there so people can do like trust it because it's legit people, and if they need to contact them, they will vouch for me. So they said there's a bigger company like oh, bro, I can't even think of anybody. But do you know what I mean? That wants to work with me. It's a little bit iffy. It's like, oh, is he legit? Then I can just, oh, yeah, if you contact these people, they will tell you. Yeah, it's not about a follower count. Because there are people who are like big companies, like Impact Skateboard, right? I don't know how much they have now, but I know when I first started off, they had like 100 something, but they had loads of customers, and they're an amazing company. Their boards are amazing. So I don't think like followers necessarily reflect quality because people just smile. I'm not mad at it. It is what it is, but people smile and get a million likes. Do you know what I mean? So it's nothing to do with like I have a business, so you would think, oh, people would be like, wow, but they people don't care, which is fair. You know what I mean? It's what it is. I'm not like I just want people to have a good product, and I'm not here to please everybody. I know what particular group I'm sort of aiming for. But at the same time, I know that skeptical like me, I'm skeptical. I was a bit iffy to buy fingerboards at first. It's like a tool. That's why I started making my own. I know with the skateboards, but it's been people waiting so patiently. I'm so grateful for it for like over a year now. So I was going to wait for another company to make these, but he ended up messing me about big time, and just like leaving me like on Reddit, like literally open my messages all the time. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna name drop. But yeah, he would literally be. What do they call it? Leave it on red. That's on Snapchat or whatever, isn't it? Just opened it and just ignored me. So I'm like, so he's read it and just pissed off. And I'm like, great. 5 messages in, I'm like, look, mate, I'm gonna have to get on with making these skateboards because I've promised so many people I'm gonna make the skateboards. I want to make the skateboards, and he opened that one, didn't say anything. I was like, look, that's it. Okay. I hope you have good luck with everything. I don't know why you're ignoring me. I don't know what I've done. Have a good one, right? I'm getting on with my stuff. He it said type, when the typing thing popped up, it didn't respond. So I was like, okay, whatever. I got on with making the boards. One live I was talking about, someone came on, and this is what I mean by skaters are so long, man. But as soon as I popped up and I said the live description was like first skateboard made, he was like, oh, he's got to see this, understandably, because he's been waiting so long. So I showed him the board, the skateboard that I made, and they're extremely what I mean, so happy about it. But then they asked why I had taken so long to get to the point where I was making the boards, and I said, well, at the end of the day, I promise when I make a promise, I make a promise. But I felt like I still gone against it because it hadn't been broken in the sense if you just carried on ignoring me. But I was like, okay, at the end of the day, look, it's like a bump in the road. And I realised later on that him and somebody else was tried to work with me as well. One of them was trying to mug me. Well, not mug me, but you know what I mean? and I clocked onto that instantly. And then the other one's trying to stall you because they don't want competition. But the thing is, this is what's pissed me off. Skating for me shouldn't be about competition. There is friendly competition, but we're all in it together, man. Like it used to be a skate park would have stickers plastered all over the wall. Now they have to blur them out because you got to pay me otherwise to have your sticker. And my bro, you should be paying me. Like you're getting like clout from my live or a video or a skate park, not me in particular. I mean anybody who makes one. So all these companies I spoke to have been a bit toxic. I was like, bro, this is why the skate community is toxic, and I refuse to feed into it. And if it means it takes 5-10 years to build a company, it does. If it means being really nice to people and giving that bit amount in profit, it does. As I said, there's a competition right now. All you have to do is comment, I'm a skate addict, on the last video or the next video, and you'll get a multi-pack of wax, which has got a chocolate bar in there. I might even do the full size one as well, because I got for full size skaters. That'll be the pack where the glow. Where's the glow in the dark ball gone? Oh yeah, it'd be this one, which glows green. And that bit glows blue, but it's just white and black, the rest of the time. And then beanie, and then jumpers will be coming soon as well. I do print them here. It's not like when I say coming soon, I mean coming to the store. I do everything here because it's easier, it's cheaper, and it means I don't have to charge it doesn't have to charge everybody as much. I literally wear the beanies myself. One size fits all. As you can tell, look at my hair. I need it. Where's that? Just 2 seconds. I'm showing people the top. So you know how Thrasher would be like really expensive, right? So this one I was going to do for like a $5. It's just a skate lifeline. I improved the graphic a little bit. It's really basic, not even like Primark price, but still from a company that makes skateboards. Like they don't need to. You don't need to rip everyone off. Like what the fuck? Like these are like this hole here is, I don't know if you can see it, right? This hole sort of, it's from the skateboard ripping. And it happens like within like a few sessions. Your shoes are gone. The flipping. Let me grab my shoe. I'm not trying to mansplain. I'm saying this is how like messed up it is that they charge so much. What they think skaters are, like millionaires. Not everybody's a pro skater and has the money of a professional. Do you know what I mean? That seems like it's like what they think. It's like, oh yeah, they can spend like £100, £200 on bearings just to be rolled in dirt in like 2 minutes. Like no, I don't even think they're valid for that price. A bit of ceramic as well, like you know what I mean, like steel, it's cheap as shit. I don't wear skate shoes anymore. I'm sick of it. They're too expensive. They talk about mesh and stuff like that. Like just last me just as long as I mean they won't, but I'll still skate them just as long. Complete hole straight through. So I stand on bits of like stones and stuff. You know when you're pushing, so goofy. So it's my push foot. And you see the kickflip area. Because it's funny because somebody said to me, like in the last video, you need to pop harder, blah, blah, blah. And I love it. This is why I don't post my skate stuff. Because I tore my ACLs, I slipped a disc in my spine, I had a compound fracture where the bone came out my arm. This one there. And after stuff like that, you're like, okay, my skate days are over. I started a skate company for that reason. Because people in the skate industry are so judgy. Not even in the industry, just the community. People need to stop being like, oh, you're a poser. I'll do it like this, do it like that. Keep your opinion to yourself. Unless you think you're trying to actually help and be like, oh, by the way, if you're trying to get more pop, not like go about it like obnoxiously or like, oh, you know all, because tell you what, mate, you clearly don't. You know what I mean? It really does. Don't piss me off and like annoy me. It ruins my day or anything. I'll describe it. It's just dumb. People, the way I said it earlier as well is the best way to describe it. You want the skating fades out every 10 years or so, right? It has done since it began. And I think a big part of that is because how many times have people been called poser and been put off out of and segregated in a way from the group skating? Like when I started skating, and I liked street skating and stuff like that, I was doing weird freestyle tricks I was trying to learn because I liked like Natas and I don't know, Rodney Mullen, his old stuff. Do you know what I mean? Where he did primo slides. So it was very inspiring, like Casper's and stuff. I wanted to do stuff like that. But no, I wanted to go up onto, so half pipe, right, go up Casper stool and then like Casper flip back in. And people are like, what are you doing? That looks weird. Like just kick flip, just do it. So you got to segregate. And I noticed that from a young age. So I'd street skate. I'd go find a crusty spot, take some clear coat, some wax, and what my brothers had taught me. And I would literally skate so often so alone because I didn't mind. It wasn't lonely. I enjoyed it because it gave me time to focus on myself and stuff like that. But I realised how toxic the skate community is, but how much potential there is as well. Because look at it, right? The camaraderie is amazing in the skate community in a way, but there's also some of those really toxic people. I don't know. As I say, My goal is to make a healthier skate community in a sense. I know I don't know how to describe it. People piss me off, man. Skate community. I've seen, it's going popular again, but then perfect example. Right, perfect example. Where I used to live, there was a kid that when I was younger, and I was trying, it was about 16, 17, I stopped skating because my injuries, but I was still at the skate park chilling with my mates, right? Because you do. I just wasn't skating, I had the crutches and stuff like that. And there were kids there that were trying to learn, and I'm ashamed to say, but even my mates were like, "Oh, you can't do it. You're a poser." And I just really hated that attitude. I was like, "No, you've got this." And a lot of these people gave up, meaning less skaters, meaning industries just potentially closed down. And I was like, people don't seem to think that logically. You can't gatekeep skating itself. Like, if someone, spread it, like show people how fun it is, how much fun you can have, right? But no. So as I said, when I stopped skating, 'cause my injuries at 16, and 8 years later, obviously I started skating again. And I've just decided it's like, I don't care if I speak out and you're that old ball. I mean, look at Andy Anderson. At the end of the day, like the poser shit needs to end, bro. Like everyone, if you want to say a pose, you're a pose when you're flipping style, right? Standing there like debating it, riding up to it, and then jumping off the balls at the last second. Do you know what I mean? Like we all go through that shit. You're not just instantly going into a kick flip, back tail, 540 shove out. Like shit. Some people don't even hit that level ever. People maybe hit like a kick flip onto a manual pad and then boom, ride off. Some people never kick flip. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and it's annoying, man, because it segregates all these people who could potentially be good in another way or innovate it, and it puts that cap on it. There was every saying to Ronnie, but like people were saying to Ronnie Mullen, "You're weird," but or that's a weird style, and they would mock him. But the reason that worked is back then is people's attitudes were like, "Oh, fine, you think I can't do it? I'll do it." Now people go, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm a failure." Like the mindset has changed, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, tell me I'm wrong because I know I'm right. Like people now just go, "Oh, I give up," and I'll just do something easy and play like I don't know Roblox or go on the computer. Like people where they have more to do, you can just cop out easier. I think that's what it is. People can just cop out. So like every time I see someone learning to skate, I'm like, "No, you seriously got this." Because people don't realize it's very difficult, and in a time period where there's something so easy. But skating is the most well for me, and any I can say the most rewarding thing I ever tried to learn and put my time into. And even though I've slipped the disc in my spine, tore my ACLs and my MCLs, ripped my meniscus, or tour it, or however you want to say it, I still skate every now and again. Well, we'll say every now and again, every day pretty much. But when I say skate, I mean like go for a skate, hitting like front side pivots on the ramp, manual pad. Flip tricks really aren't my thing anymore because, I land primo and that really hurts my injuries I've already sustained. And it just re-aggravates them because I have nerve damage and I'm on like a lot of Lyrica and codeine and all this shit. Bear with what is that? So yeah, I end up just like, you know what? I still want to be part of the skate community, but I can't skate. So what are my options, right? I still want to be able to skate, but even work was very difficult. So I was like, perfect, I'm good at art. And I was like, when I first came into it, I was literally just going to do art for other companies. But as I said, that's when I started to realize how toxic the skate community was, man. Like, damn. I offered free work. I'm not name dropping anybody. I offered free work to so many people. Free. I mean, this is why I'm getting confused. It's free. And people are like, "Oh, no, it's all right." I mean, I understand if you have a lot of artists anyway and you're paying them and you've got a schedule and you're sticking to that and there's no need to get another artist or like pull anybody else in. You've got going what you've got going and you're good with that. I respect that. But like when somebody's like, it was weird that, I think it's like the credentials. As I said, I was like, I'd be an artist. Some men said they're looking for an artist for a company I wanted to work with. And then they got another artist and I was like, oh, great. But maybe they knew him better and that's just how it is. I didn't know the people and they say you should know people in the industry, which is very true if you want to work at it quick. Whereas I say it took me like 2 years and now I have got the contacts, I've had the customers, I've got all the products and I've got that more respect because I've worked it from the ground up and pushed through all of the companies that said, well, people don't say it directly, but you can clearly see it. It's that sort of like, that person's not going to do it. But I think what's pissed other companies off is I'm more about the community. I'm more about the skaters, 100% through and through. Like this dropped down to like £4 at one point for like a design, essentially designer, because it is company for 2 years, website, it's a skate company. It is designer when it is designer. I don't know how to describe it, but it's designer at a good designer. Now people think is expensive. It shouldn't be. It's good quality, and that's what this is. Like the jumpers, the boards, as I said, they're 2 times durability. The wax is a new formula. We made a new type of oil, which is like urethane, but it's not urethane or plastic. The boards I made have. Let me try and get this They pop incredible. I bet you now these are probably the best fingerboards for pop that I've seen. I've seen people get tricks like up here and they're like, whoa, that's really boned out, bro. Like I've managed to hit Ollie up here easy peasy. And I reckon I could have still probably got it higher if I could curve it right. But at a certain point, it starts to get hard to control. Bear in mind that's a switch one as well. I call it switch because I started off this way, but as I said, I actually think I am goofy because, man, I need to get this and show people because it is honestly how high bonus on this out as an ollie. I got it up here the other day. As I said, it's the quality of the wood, man. That's what matters. You see that bending into like pretty much a thin ass point. Look at that. It's so durable. And if you don't make boards with that shit and you make it with that factory press wood, it breaks after like 20 lip slides. And I'm like, why do that? Well, they do it so then you buy boards quicker. But yeah. Anyway, win a beanie, glow in the dark board, and a multi-pack of wax. Very easy. Just comment I'm a skate addict on the last video or the next video. It doesn't matter. Both of them count because I haven't posted the next video yet. But when I do, and I mean, what's it matter, bro? That's a Christmas present sort out for like maybe your niece or your nephew. Well, doesn't matter. Yeah, niece or nephew. They might want a beanie or. My point is, free is good. Who doesn't want free? If you're going to win something for free and it's good quality shit, take it and then give it to someone for Christmas. Right? That's what I would do. If you know someone who skates, who wants like they're glow in the dark as well, so that's the kind of like have it on the wall, which looks cool anyway. Who doesn't like a hat? Where's the hat? Oh, I chucked it back up there, didn't I? Whoa. As I said, I wouldn't sell what I wouldn't use myself. Oh man, beanies are so soft, they really are. Yeah, there you go. And then I'm so in love with this shirt and the design on the back. It's a cat taking a shit. And it's a guy ollieing over the cat. And it says cat shit. I don't know, it's just funny like humour. Do you know what I mean? I guess. How, as I said, if you want to get free glow in the dark fingerboard, beanie, and a multi-pack of wax, and even not for you, just to give away as a gift. Just oh my brain, guys, sorry. Just literally type in the last comments. Oh my brain, it's done. 20 minutes, like an hour, 2 hours, I don't even know. Comment in the comments of the last video or the next one I post, if you want to, you could do both. It doesn't like guarantee like double shot, but then there's like 5 people commenting sometimes, or like sometimes none. So if you happen to be the only person, then you win. I'm not gonna be like, well, actually, there's only one person voted, so I think or like participated. Then that's unfair. I don't know how many people have done it. They might have already done it. I haven't checked. I mean, seriously, even if it's 5 people, it's like a 1 in a 5 chance of getting picked. That's like, I mean, it's not like this isn't like Heart or like a radio thing where you potentially win, and it's like, oh, it's a 1 in a million chance. Like, this is like quite a good chance of winning. Arguably one of the best of any company because it's the start off. I promise you now, and because they're like obviously it's the first 2 years of business, and some of this stuff's like proper like OG. I promise you guys, I'm gonna keep running this company until I'm like not here. Even if it's on the sideline, it's gonna become that legacy skate company. And the thing is, that will bring it more recognition as working through the hard times. I refuse to quit. I refuse to, man. I refuse to be put down by other companies who try to monopolize skating and take like advantage of the fact that people just love it so much as a hobby. It's a piece of wood with some art and some wheels, bro. Like, why are you charging people like upwards of £200 for like some good bearings, some good, you know what I mean? Like for everything, if you want good quality shit, it's ridiculous how much they charge skaters, and I'm against it because it shouldn't be that much. After making boards myself now, skateboards and fingerboards, I mean, fair enough. I made wheels, and I know how I've made a type of urethane, where it's